Good morning, Tom. There's so much information that's been discovered by the January 6th investigation. They couldn't get it all out, and allegedly there is a conversation that was overheard between Trump and Stuart Rhodes, who was affectionately known by the president as a stink eye stew. And at any rate, the basic thing that was said was that the Oath Keepers were concerned that somehow they were being left out of the picture because the president had said to the Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. Mm-hmm. And so he wanted to assure the president that they were on board, and he told them he'd keep an eye out for him.
Wow. You know, the question that I've been wondering, and I mentioned this once a few days ago, and I think, frankly, it needs more exposure and speculation, is whether the Oath Keepers were providing security for Roger Stone. They have provided security for Steve Bannon, I believe. They have provided security for other Republican politicians. The Republicans and the Oath Keepers have been really tight since 2016 when Donald Trump invited them into the GOP. I'm wondering if those Oath Keepers who were at the Capitol were there in anticipation of Donald Trump arriving, and they were going to be his Praetorian Guard. They were going to be his protectors who would lead him up to, through the crowd and into the Senate chamber there and up to the podium where he would proclaim that he is now the President of the United States, henceforth and forevermore, world without end, amen. What do you think, Brian?
I think you just painted this chilling picture that I certainly hope never comes to that, but
when Hitler was inducted as Chancellor of Germany, the brown shirts were there.
So where are we at if we use that as an analogy? Like 1931, 32?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Except that we've interrupted the process. Joe Biden getting elected interrupted the process, and I think it's permanently broken. I think that what we're looking at now is going to be stochastic terrorism, scattershot killings and violence as this movement continues to try to do its little civil war. But I don't think it's ever going to get its mojo back.
Whatever happened to the silver shirts?
Who's that?
Well, during the 30s in America, the pro-fascists, kind of like the members of the Bund, mm-hmm. They literally were wearing these silver shirts in emulation of the stormtroopers in Germany.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that. What's with fascists doing fashion statements, I mean, it's like, these militias wearing, tan khakis and polo shirts and, oh, yeah, we're into a fashion statement here. It's like, what?
I'm surprised that Stuart Rhodes doesn't have a swastika on his eye patch.
Yeah, well, apparently he's going to go along and get along. He's trying to stay out of prison, so he's cooperating with the prosecutors. I mean, we'll see. He's facing seditious conspiracy. He's facing 20 years in prison. But Brian, thanks a lot for the call. I got to run here, but thank you.